Hey, welcome back to Butler's Garage. Just went for a little walk there. I'm sitting down by the lake here. I was just going to talk a little bit about activity. When I was off work for January and February, I was just basically, the activity I got was walking, treadmill, weights, elliptical, bicycle once in a while. I found the walking is by far the best for me. I had a couple weeks where I had little foot injuries from walking too much and walking on the ice in my winter boots, and I had plantar fasciitis once and shin splints. I get them once in a while, so I was unable to do my walking routine. So what I was doing was just getting all my activity on the elliptical. And there was 2 weeks there, and that was the only 2 weeks I've had so far where I had zero weight loss, and I was giving her pretty good on the elliptical. Went back to my walking routine, and I was fine. I started losing weight again. I was burning generally, like with the Fitbit, I was burning about 3,200 calories a day. So my intake of my 34 points was bang on. And when I got back to work in the middle of March, I found I was burning closer to 4,000 calories. Well, even more than that, 4,000 to 4,200 calories. I had some higher days than that, but generally, I was checking my blood sugar often, and I wasn't having any issues at all. I haven't been on the insulin since December. It was before Christmas, and I'm on the only other one I'm on now is metformin and gliclazide, and like I said, I was checking my sugars often, and I was in a good range, and I didn't have any lows. The last low I had before that, I think, was in February, but I felt it coming on, and I was able to get some sugar into me, and I didn't have any issues. Last week at work, this week on, I think it was Tuesday, it was really cold outside, and I eaten the same thing that I've been eating all along, doing the same thing. And I guess it was just really cold, and I was doing some forklifting, and I didn't even feel it coming on. I was putting a boat down, and I guess, I don't even remember. I guess I said I'm losing it or something, and I need sugar, and I tapped out. And it's a good thing my co-workers, they grabbed a bunch of sugar cubes and got it into me, and the next thing I knew, I was sitting in the shop on a chair, and they called an ambulance, and they came in, and they got me a sandwich and a protein drink and stuff, and it took quite a while to recover. It was the next day before I started feeling okay again. So then I started eating, making sure. Now I'm really paranoid. I'm checking my sugar a lot. I'm upping my calorie intake during the day. I've added a sandwich in at lunch, and an afternoon granola bar. I guess it seems the last time it happened too, it was after lunch, and I don't know why, but it shouldn't have happened. But there's a boat coming. But yeah, so I talked to the pharmacist. I got a doctor's appointment, and when I had my meeting with the diabetes counselor, whatever they're called, they said if I was to have any more lows, I was to cut out the gliclazide. What it does is it makes your pancreas create more insulin, and then the metformin absorbs it and makes your body absorb the insulin faster. So I think what had happened was it was low, and then after lunch I take the metformin, and then it hit me real quick, and because I was cold and like it was really cold, I didn't feel it coming on. So I got to be really careful not to let that happen again. And then Thursday I had the first COVID shot. Thursday afternoon. Thursday night I was okay. And then yesterday I just felt like crap all day. It was like I had the flu. I was aching all over. I was dizzy. I almost blacked out. It was all I could do to get home from work, throw a pizza in the oven, and then I went to bed. I think I was asleep before 7 o'clock. I woke up about 3 a.m. And I took a couple Tylenol because I had the sweats and I was aching all over. And I got up this morning about 8 o'clock. Well, I woke up at 5, but I laid there till 8. And then had a couple coffees, and I don't feel too bad now, but I'm just going to take it easy today. And tomorrow it's supposed to be shit again. It's supposed to be snowing and cold. So I'll take it easy tomorrow and then see what happens on Monday. As far as the activity goes, I don't know if you can see this. I should actually take it off and show you, but I bought a newer Fitbit. I got it on eBay. It was brand new in the box. I got it for 67 bucks. Just lucked out. Came from BC. These are about 300 bucks, I think. The other one I had, the little wee sucker, I just couldn't see it anymore. It worked fine for what I needed it for, but it was really hard to see. This one here does a few more things, and it's a little easier to read. So what I do, if you can get, I know the Fitbit, it just doesn't read your steps. It reads all activity. So whenever you're doing this, or if I'm turning a ratchet or moving my arms, it's recording it as steps. And I know that. I was anal about it at first. I always carried my phone with me at work. When I'm at home, I don't. But when I'm at work, my phone's always in my pocket because we text each other for different things or jobs. You know, you gotta make sure you get so-and-so's boat, or I need you to do this, or I need help, or whatever. So I always have my phone with me. And if my phone records 10,000 steps for the day, my Fitbit will usually be about 13,000, so it's 3,000 higher. But if you can get 10,000 steps a day on your Fitbit, you've probably got enough activity. It's more about your diet and healthy choices than it is about activity, because your base metabolic rate will burn most of your daily calories. Mine is going down now. I'm down, I'm below 210. I don't weigh in until tomorrow, but last weigh in I was 208. I know we got some people coming. Yeah, if you get your 10,000 steps in on your Fitbit, that's probably enough activity. I get quite a few activity points. Like, these will give you points during the day. Some days I'm 100, some days I don't. There's not very many days where I'm under 50 or 60. But I strive for 600 a week. I know that when you buy the Fitbit, it'll be set for, I think it's 300 or 150. I think they say 150 minutes of activity a week. But I generally get like 600 to 1,000. It's recording your heart rate over a certain point above your resting heart rate. I find that if I don't sleep, my resting heart rate is higher. And that's been one of the biggest challenges that I've had, is sleep. I don't sleep well. I'm a very light sleeper. I was a truck driver for years and slept in the back of a moving transport truck, or tried to sleep anyway, and I can't seem to sleep for any longer than 4 hours at a time anymore. But the more sleep I get, the better I feel. I try to sleep in on the weekends, but sometimes I just wake up and I lay there. Yeah, just active. Any activity is good. You know, you get outside, you rake the grass, or you go for a little walk around your neighborhood. I do a lot of walking around here. There's lots of trails. I walk around the street. I'll even come down. We have a soccer field with a track around it. I just go and walk around the track, listen to my music, or I'll put my wireless earbuds in and I'll talk to my mom on the phone. She's in a nursing home, so that's what I'll talk to my mom. And you know, if you I live inside my head most of the time, so that's when I do a lot of my thinking and my planning and stuff, overthinking most of the time. But I don't mind walking around the track. Some people, I get bored walking around the track, or I get bored walking around the streets, and it's always the same old thing. I just change it up. Sometimes I'll do 5 or 6 laps around the track, and then I'll walk up our little trail here and go around the town site. And I'm not a stop and talk to people kind of person. Never have been. So I generally just I'll wave and ignore people and keep walking. I have an agenda, and my agenda is to get my exercise, and stopping and talking for 10 minutes isn't in my plan. I go walking with my daughter a lot, my youngest daughter. She likes to walk, and she's a lot of fun. We'll walk around and around the town site, and then we'll stop and she'll play at the little playground, and there's a little newspaper box nearby, and I'll grab the newspaper and read the flyers and whatnot while she's playing at the playground, and then we'll do our walk again. And it's all about a balance, and stress is a big thing right now. I got a lot of stress. I'm really busy at work, I'm busy at home, and I got to be the 2nd grade teacher, and online schooling and COVID, and everything is just driving me crazy. And I'm not a kind of guy to sit around and do nothing. When I used to drink beer, I'd never had a problem sitting around and doing nothing. But when I'm not drinking, I like to keep busy. But that's all it is. Just keep busy and try to find a balance. You don't want to be stressing yourself out, exercising like crazy all the time either. Nice weather is great lately. Tomorrow it's supposed to be shitty, but when it's a nice sunny day like this, you walk for a little bit and sit down. And I'm trying to take it easy. I don't want to push myself. But that's about all. Just stay active and keep at it. The more you keep at it, the more weight you lose. It doesn't come off in a day. It's a slow process. You want to make it a slow process. Don't want to rush into things and lose it too fast. And if you're diabetic, talk to your doctor. I wasn't careful, and it can really bite you in the ass. If you've ever had a low, like I've had it down below 3 before, and I could function, and this time I just couldn't function. I lost it. I fell over and couldn't talk. It was scary, and now I'm paranoid. So I'll just take it a little. I'm almost to where I want to be anyway, so I'll take it a little easier now, and just let nature take its course. Have a good outlook, and get out there and get at her.